arena of storytelling, because at some point in our lives, we decided to pursue our dreams. Some of those dreams fall by the wayside. Some of those dreams change. And for a fortunate few of us, some of those dreams are fulfilled. And then there is that rarest of souls, that one spark of light, who not only fulfills her dreams, but also fulfills the dreams of generations to follow. That courageous warrior who creates more, demands more, and makes more out of a dream than anyone before her ever dared to imagine possible. See, Miss Cicely Tyson is not like you or me. She isn't just someone who fulfilled her dream. Miss Cicely Tyson herself is a dream fulfilled. She's the daughter of immigrants. Her father came through Ellis Island. She was raised in New York in the center of the cultural explosion that was the Harlem Renaissance. She had a sensible typing job when she was discovered by Ebony magazine as a model. And then, thankfully for all of us, she decided to try her hand at acting. In her unmatched career, that as of this month spans 8 decades, she's a trailblazer of the highest order. Now, I can't possibly name every role she's had or every award she's received, so I'm just going to do some of the highlights. In 1963, she played Jane Foster in the CBS drama East Side, West Side, becoming the very first African-American man or woman to star in a television series, ever. She was also the very first Black woman to win an Emmy as lead actress in a television movie for her amazing work in 1974's The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. And being Cicely, she didn't just win 1 Emmy for that role, she won 2. In 2018, she became the first Black woman to be awarded an honorary Academy Award. These achievements are no accident. Ms. Tyson is known for having impeccable taste and high standards when selecting a role. She chooses only rich characters with a brand of personal integrity that match her own. She waited 30 years to have her turn as Carrie Watts in Horton Foote's The Trip to Bountiful, and for that, she won a Tony Award for Best Actress, as well as an Emmy nomination when she starred in the version that was brought to television. In the words of Viola Davis, Cicely Tyson elevates every one of her moments as Ophelia Harkness on How to Get Away with Murder, with an artistry that cannot be explained or taught. That's very true. But thankfully for all of us, it's an artistry that can be seen and marveled over. Now, Cicely's not only famous for the roles that she inhabits, but also for the roles that she's turned down. She refuses to lend her talent to any character that would degrade not only herself as an actress, but as she says, she also refuses any character that would degrade women of color in general, because that could reverberate into future generations. Now, think what it meant for her to turn down those roles so rarely offered to a Black woman in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s. She said no to being stereotyped. And in doing so, Cicely paved a Black road through a thick, unyielding white male forest with nothing on her side but courage and integrity. And now, an army of actresses of color can stroll that road today. Trailblazer. An honorary Oscar, 15 Emmy nominations, 3 Emmys, 1 Tony, a Presidential Medal of Freedom, and she founded the Dance Theater of Harlem on the side. There's simply too much Cicely to distill into a speech. With each turn on the screen, she presents a vision of humanity that is absolutely original and deeply universal. What she does with dialogue is an art. What she does with silence is a masterpiece. What she has done for all of us is a gift. Her dream is our reality. Ms. Tyson, Cicely, thank you for going first. Because you are the first, there will be no last. It is my honor of a lifetime to induct you, my idol, my colleague, my friend, my family, into the Television Academy Hall of Fame.
Well, I guess I should speak to my mother first. She was very upset with me because I didn't go to college. But I want to let you know that I'm at an academy now. And I hope I made up for the disappointment. I want to thank God for keeping me here as long as I've been here to go to an academy. Okay. Moments like this render me speechless, I should say. Shonda, I don't know who you were talking about, but I'll accept it. Thank you for those incredible words. Those are the words that kept me going, that made me realize that I had made the right decision about my career. It's interesting to me that I had no idea where it was going, since I knew very little about show business. As children, we were not allowed to go to the movies, so I had no idea what it was that they were talking about. I learned, though. I had an experience while promoting Sounder. It took place in Philadelphia. It was at a coverage for promoting the movie. And one of the journalists stood up and said, "Miss Tyson, I discovered a bit of prejudice in myself while watching the movie Sounder." When I asked what it was, he told me that he could not accept the fact that my son, the oldest one, referred to his father as Daddy. The confusion came about because my son was black, his father was black, and he called him Daddy. The reporter said the confusion and the discovery of his prejudice came about as a result of the fact that he could not understand nor accept the fact that this little black boy was referring to his father, who was black, as Daddy, because that's what his little white sons called him, and he was white. I can't remember that I was able to ingest that without finding it difficult to swallow. I became aware of the fact that there were some issues that I had to address. That was one. And that I would choose my career as my platform. I am extremely grateful that what I refer to as divine guidance led me to this experience and gave me the future of my career. I made up my mind I just could not afford the luxury of being an actress. There were some issues I wanted to address, and as I said, I used my career as my platform. That it would bring me to a moment like this is nothing that I ever fathomed. I just was doing what I felt was important for me to do. I want to say thank you to the Academy and the committee. I wish to extend my gratitude to you for selecting me for this important recognition. I've been getting a lot of awards lately. And I find myself wondering if you all know something that I don't know. And if you do, you better share it with me, okay? Because I will find a way to find out, okay? I have had an incredible career. I am grateful, not the shoulders that I stood on, but the backs that I laid on and stood on, while the women in our families picked the cotton with the babies strapped to their back. I'm grateful for them. I am super grateful that I have been here for 95 years, and I have no idea who this person is. Do you understand that? I find myself looking in the mirror every now and then and saying, Cicely, do you believe this? I don't. But I am grateful to the Heavenly Father, to every single one of you who have held me up over these years. I want you to know that I would not be here if it weren't for each one of you. I am everlastingly grateful. To the inductees that allowed me in their company, I am so grateful to be here with you. God bless you all. Thank you.